Let's go tell Molly the good news. Whoa. Who's shooting? Oh.
You can scream if you won't make any difference.
You're right, Beagle. Look at that. You did something good for the town for once.
Do you need
Molly.
something?
Deliver the terms to the girl in Sloan. She'll start work here once the building is finished.
Oh? It seems she's savvier than I would have expected from a mining camp hooker. I wonder if that will be a boon or a curse for us in the future. I suppose we'll find out in due time. I happen to have a fondness for clever and ambitious employees. They get up to some interesting business. Here, some money for your trouble. I'm sure Silas still has more work to be done, so I won't keep you any longer. Do you need something?
Nope. Okay. I think we already got a quest from Silas, didn't we? Yeah. Alright. Cottonwood. Got it.
Target spotted.
Had enough? Ugh.
It was right next to the Centurion's cave.
Die, coward! You like that? I knew it. Ugh.
That's a dead end. Okay.
Another kill to my name. Ugh.
Press on.
Dead man walking.
And we should probably go turn in all of our Legionnaires.
Fool!
Had enough?
Don't you throw that.
Well done.
Gordon Corman. Contraband. Everyone always told me I was a hero after I fought off those raiders years ago. They told me I was the reason any of them were still breathing. If it weren't for me, they'd all be dead or slaves or worse. I never wanted any of that praise and attention. I just wanted to protect my home. That's all I ever wanted. And then the Legion came. They killed and enslaved, they're killing and enslaving people, same as the raiders, just with a different coat of paint. They said to me, Gordon, you saved us once, you can do it again. You're the biggest one here. You're the only one that's been in war. Just show them we're not going to be an easy conquest. I wanted to tell them I couldn't, too many of them, and that they've got discipline on their side. But these guys didn't want to run. Most of them spent half their lives running. We've got sick, elderly kids. Even if we did run, how many could make it? And they believed in me. When we all met to discuss what to do, every last one of them looked at me with so much hope. They really do think I can do anything. I thought if I could sneak into their camp and kill their leader in his sleep, That'd be the end of this. I was wrong. Patrols were too tight. I had to duck into this cave. Figured I'd get out at nightfall, but they're moving in. Supplies and equipment. There's guards posted at the entrance now. If I try to break out, I'll try to break out if I can, but I'm the only one of us that doesn't have faith in my abilities. I don't know how I can do this. Everyone was depending on me, and I'm going to fail them. They all believed in me. They're all going to be expecting me to come back triumphant any day now. When will they realize I'm not coming back? Will they think I abandoned them, or will they just understand that I wasn't strong enough? To whomever finds this, my name is Gordon Corman. I only wanted to protect my friends and my family. I'm sorry to everyone I've let down. Well, it's alright, Gorman. Should have used a stealth boy, but I won't judge. Yep, two caves right next to each other. What are the odds? Oh, look at that. Got walls up top. Let's actually go check that out.
Yes?
Got those brewing supplies from Cottonwood Cove for you?
Grand. I'll take that junk off your hands and put it into the hands of people who know how to produce vast quantities of cheap liquor for me to sell. Here's your pay in the meantime.
I'm guessing you have another job for me.
Just so. Now, unless you suffered a traumatic brain injury in the last couple of hours, I've no doubt you recall fetching those liquor supplies. The reason, of course, being that I don't want to set up a distribution deal with whatever fucking inbred moonshiners we might find around here.
Oh, I killed them.
I want us to be able to handle such things by ourselves. More profit, less relying on yokels. Who could fault me in that? Alas, when it comes to brewing chems, I'm afraid we have no choice but to rely on others. Lucky for us, I have somebody in mind.
Chem supply? No problem. I'm in the Great Cons. I can work out a deal with you.
Interesting, if sadly irrelevant. No, while I hold no personal animosity towards the Great Khans, involving them would be the furthest fucking thing from lucrative. Remember, I intend to primarily cater to NCR tourists. No doubt they'd have plenty to bitch about if they learned of any Khan involvement here. Besides, scuttlebutt suggests the Great Khans are preparing a great exodus from the Mojave in the future. I doubt I could rely on them forever, then. Frankly, I'm surprised they've stayed here as long as they have. Have you seen how they dress? Leather and furs? In the desert? If they can tolerate that, it does give a certain credence to their infamous resilience. Personally, I could barely get by in this fucking suit.
So what do you have in mind?
A preacher of all fucking things, if you can believe that. Okay, granted, not a Christian preacher. Some sort of mystical tribal voodoo nonsense or something to that effect. Regardless, she's apparently a known quantity in several of the Mojave's more, how to put this delicately, destitute shitholes. Yeah. She preaches of some sort of metaphysical salvation, and here's the good bit. The path to her brand of enlightenment is copious amounts of drugs. By my understanding, she's currently spreading her notion of the good word up in that Aerotech hobo encampment. No doubt she'd be happy to chat.
Preacher by Aerotech? I dealt with those before and it ended up with a pile of dead kids.
You clearly lead a busy life, friend. Regardless, I'm relatively sure that this preacher is relatively benign, so long as you aren't adversely predisposed towards narcotics and lunacy. Or maybe she eats babies or something. Fuck if I know. I just want a steady supply of chems so I can get fucking wealthy.
Okay.
Until next time, then.
Pretty sure you need to have a mod installed to eat babies. That's only in Fallout 3. Alright. There's a mod for the Pit DLC. I remember watching a guy do a speed run to eat a baby. That was funny.
A refugee camp. That's what they're calling it? Why not be more honest? Call it what it is. A camp for the shiftless and impoverished. It's a breeding ground for a collective narrative of self-victimization. Ridiculous.
What do you mean?
I mean that these people idle around this derelict collection of ruins all day, every day, doing nothing to improve their miserable lives. They complain about how they're destitute, blaming the institution of gambling for their woes, conveniently ignoring that gambling was their choice. If they're really so desperate, why don't they actually do something to ease their financial woes? Look at this place. It's filthy. Maybe one of them should consider picking up the trash in exchange for a small fee. But they don't. They sit in their refuse piles, shaking their fists at the sky and demanding that reality rewrite itself in their favor.
Not everyone here is a degenerate gambler. There's war refugees here too.
Fine. They faced actual hardships in their past. What did they learn from it? How are they rising above it? They're content to hide under the thumb of the NCR. So, why not pick up a rifle? Use their righteous indignation for the benefit of their new nation. They were the victims of the war. Now, they're just squatting in piles of rubble and filth, trading stories of how things used to be. Glamorizing some past life that was stolen from them while doing nothing to regain it or start anew. Self-victimization.
Why does this bother you so much?
It's truly impressive what people can endure, survive, and overcome. I've had first-hand experience with that resilience of spirit. The path isn't easy. It will likely leave scars, mental and physical. But it's never impossible. These dregs wallow in their own misery, often self-inflicted, and make the conscious choice to stay in this filth-smeared purgatory. They're free to make that ridiculous choice, of course, just as I am free to find them utterly repulsive because of it. Let's attend to our business here and go.
Okay.
The NCR's fortunate to have your support.
Ophelia.
Yes, greetings and salutations to any and all truth seekers and children of the stars. I stand before you to share tidings of joy. The astral truth of the universe lies before you, and yet, unless your eyes are open to the wisdom of the stars, this truth shall ever elude you. But do not give in to despair, brave wanderers. All you need to do is take my hand as I journey back to the waiting family of astral enlightenment. Oh my, you there, your aura shines and glitters like a star that has touched down on the earthly plane. Come here, friend.
My aura? What? Because I'm a Libra or something?
Yes, of course. I'm well versed in the art of aura reading, you see. It wasn't the light on your wrist, doohickey, that I noticed. I hope it isn't terribly presumptuous of me to ask, but have you come seeking enlightenment?
Can I join your cult?
We're always ecstatic to welcome new members into our family of celestial truth seekers. First rule for new prospective seekers is that we don't call it a cult. If you truly seek celestial wisdom, it would be our honor to take you into the fold. But not here and now, of course. I'm sort of in the middle of proselytizing to the good drunks and reprobates of this dirty refugee dumping ground. Meaning, no offense to you all, proud inhabitants of this dirt-smeared sinkhole for refugees and losers, any and all. So if you would, just meet me right there. No, wait, hold on. There. Yes, right there. That spot on your map, I think. No. Yes. Now then, I really need to continue my sermon, so I trust if this matters to you, we'll meet again soon at that spot. Until then.
Okay. We're joining a cult. Oh yeah, let's go see Wickham while we're here.
Evening.
Anything new going on?
What is it?
Nope. Okay. Alright, where does she want me to go? The commune. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh yeah? That means more for me. Damn!
Silly little raiders. Alright. I don't think there's anything as ominous sounding as the commune.
Target spotted. How disappointing.
Oh yeah, this is where we didn't kill Mr. Quigley because geckos ran up here and killed him. Not us. Fucking Marco blaming us for geckos. Mountain Grotto. Minimap said we'd already been in here for some reason, but
Salutations, Astral Brother. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our community of celestial truth seekers. No doubt you're eager to explore this refuge, but I would recommend you make your first stop at the home of our prophet and introduce yourself.
what is this place?
Why, home, of course. Maybe it's a crater of some sort? I don't really know. But I do know that it's very defensible, with only one easy way in and out. Even better, it's hard to notice unless you're looking for it. It gives us a quiet and safe place for us to contemplate the meaning of the stars. I was the one who discovered it some years ago. Oh, and, the prophet helped too. Yes, he sure did. Couldn't have done it without his help. The water pouring in is mostly snowmelt, so it's relatively clean. There's also a hot spring, but we don't drink that. Soil's good enough for crops. Electricity was a little touch and go for a while there, but, well, basically we have no need to rely on outsiders to live happily.
don't rely on outsiders? How's that work? You just eat them for food?
Self-sufficiency is of paramount importance to us. The search for transcendent enlightenment requires forsaking earthly attachments. Not to imply we're strictly isolationists, shunning the outside world or anything silly like that, of course. We trade and explore as it suits us. But if we locked the gate and ceased all trade, we'd need to be able to survive. We have plentiful water and crops here, no worries on that front. As for power, well, no doubt you've seen the solar panels. They do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to providing us with electricity. But we're surrounded on all sides by sheer cliffs. Defensible, yes, but there are periods of the day where very little direct sunlight can reach us. So we cobbled together some wind turbines. It was meant to be sort of an improvised backup generator, but at this elevation, they're always active. Let Vegas have their silly old world dam. Who needs centuries-old machines when we have astral wisdom?
Tell me about yourself.
I am Ophelia, eternal seeker of celestial truths, astral theologian, and hobbyist chemist with a focus on organic psychedelics.
Oh.
It's my great honor to be the co-founder of our humble little spiritual movement. Anything else? Oh, I also paint and play the melodica. Not at the same time.
What's a melodica? What? No, I need to know what a melodica is. What is this commune believes?
I'd be delighted. The core of our belief system is freeing the mind from petty physical limitations. You see, the stars shining above are not merely a gift for the eyes. They spell out the secrets of the universe to those who know to look for it. And the planet has provided us with the tools required to transcend our earthly tethers and seek this greater astral wisdom written in the stars. Their celestial secrets are beyond the comprehension of the human mind in its base form. We must open ourselves to possibilities from beyond. It is only through the ritual imbibement of carefully crafted essences of the earth itself that we may open our true eyes to the astral secrets. And so we live in perfect harmony with nature, partaking in its gifts and giving back in turn. This is the path to enlightenment, you see. There are no delusions of factionalism here. We are all one people, a family of dreamers sailing the stars in search of astral truths.
So what do you mean by factionalism?
A blight on human culture. When two people each hold conflicting viewpoints, there is opportunity. All ideas should be harshly challenged. Ideas, like people, are strengthened by the challenges they overcome. Reasoned debate and discourse are where good ideas are made great. And if a notion falters and dies when challenged, well, it doesn't sound like it was a very good idea in the first place, does it? Instead, so many people cling to their ideas as a substitute for having a personality. When their ideas are challenged, they cry and run and cower. Instead of seizing the opportunity to strengthen their ideals, they simply see anyone with opposing views as an enemy to be crushed. If you ostracize anyone who dares to challenge common thought, all you're left with is some ridiculous echo chamber. Engaging in echo chambers is equivalent to fucking your own siblings. It's philosophical inbreeding, and we have no place for it here.
Okay. Well, you certainly have a lot of ideas. What is a commune if not an echo chamber?
I'm the primary recruiter for our family. The vast majority of people that I attempt to convert refuse me with unflattering reasons. Occasionally, someone will actually engage in discussion. Sometimes they refuse to join us for reasons that make sense. They ask good questions. And so, I allow my mind to transcend, and I consult the stars until I can answer these questions. So, yes, my ideas are challenged. Constantly. Also, each new member of our flock brings their own perspective and ideas into our family. All ideas are welcome here. Some endure, some do not. For instance, Dash brought us new and efficient ways to tend our crop of mushrooms. Or Chadford. Well, I'm sure he brought something worthwhile into our community, but I can't imagine what it is.
So what was your life like before all the astral blessings and drug trips?
Well, that's kind of been my thing for most of my life. I just didn't really pick up on the secret truth of the universe at first, though. One thing just kinda led to the next, you know? Guess it probably started when I was a kid and I found these funny little cactus out behind the shack. I liked them. So, my schedule was kinda, oh, Mom's yelling at me about something? Guess I'll grab some peyote and wander out to stargaze. Well, I started selling it to some neighbor folks, and eventually I had a little business going. And business leads to networking, so... Soon enough, I was getting some weird mushrooms in trade, and then some datura plants. Ugh, that stuff can really mess you up if you're not careful. Well, one night I went out to stargaze like usual, but I tried a new blend of cactus and datura and mushrooms, and the universe spoke to me. I was taken on a journey through time and space. I witnessed the simultaneous birth and death of the universe. Everything and nothing. I saw the future as it will be, and I saw the paths we could walk to meet our promised fates. The world as it is, and the world as it could be. I walked the cosmos and came face to face with my own soul, and she showed me the path I must walk. Also, I think we might have banged somehow.
Dang. Sounds amazing. Can I get some drugs?
It was. I wept for hours after I had returned to my body. I was inconsolable. My mother asked why I was weeping, but I just didn't have the words. She assumed that Dad must have gotten drunk and touchy, and she yelled at him, and he yelled back, and they fought all night while I cried. And thought. I thought, this experience was too meaningful for it to just be a one-off, and it would be monstrously cruel of me to keep it to myself. So I shared it with others, and you know what I found? Their experiences mirrored my own. I gave them no forewarning, it just happened. But that doesn't happen, not with other mixes of things. And then I realized, the experience meant so much to me, and others had shared it. There must be truth in what we experienced. Truth that could better the entire world. I must spread this knowledge to any who will listen.
So you said you saw the future? Is there anything worth sharing?
I saw many futures. What can be, what will be. It is not for us to know on this plane of existence, unenlightened as we are. Once, I saw the beige tide of government and bureaucracy sweeping over the Mojave, drowning us all in velvet-lined tyrannical oligarchy. Another time, I witnessed the Great Dam crumbling into the river, fires spreading across the Mojave from the east, leaving nothing but ash and death. Perhaps in time, I will be wise enough to tell the possible from the inevitable, but for now, I am merely a student of the stars, learning all I can.
That's nothing. The Legion and NCR are at war in the Mojave right now. It doesn't take magic visions to know that one side or the other will win. Interesting.
That's what I thought.
Any work I can do?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not really here precisely, but it is vital work that needs to be done. It's not vital at all. It'd just be really convenient. Anyway, our wind turbines could stand to be a bit less, awful. Problem is, we've yet to recruit any engineers into our ranks. Yet. Seeing as how you seem to have a reputation for being some kind of globe-trotting wasteland badass, I'm thinking you can help out here. I'm hoping that perhaps there are design schematics for a turbine that isn't made out of scrap garbage somewhere out there. I need a copy. Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say that the old wind farm to the northeast of Novak would be a good place to start. Let me know if you can find anything. In the meantime, I'll be rooting around through my boxes to find something adequate to reward you with.
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave those up for now. Let's take a look. Cannonball. General store. Oh, can we not go into any of these? That's right. They want us to meet their profit first. Okay. Well, we will cut here, and in the next episode, we will meet the prophet, and I guess go get some wind turbine schematics. So far, I'm liking this. Seems pretty cool. Hope you all enjoyed. Y'all have a great day.